Deep in New Jersey, there's a place called the Pine Barrens. It's over 1 million acres of dense, sprawling forest. Imagine 1 million acres of silence, broken only by the wind whistling through the pines and the snap of a twig in the distance. What if something else was out there, listening? For centuries, people in this area have whispered stories about a creature born from this very isolation. A creature that some say is America's oldest monster, the Jersey Devil. The story begins way back in 1735 with a woman named Deborah Leeds, better known as Mother Leeds. She lived in the heart of the Pine Barrens, already having 12 children and struggling to feed them. When she found out she was pregnant with a 13th, she was overwhelmed. In a moment of desperation, she supposedly raised her hands to the stormy sky and cursed the unborn child, crying, "Let this one be a devil." The legend says that on a dark and stormy night, the child was born. But it wasn't a normal baby, it was a monster. The creature was said to have the head of a horse, giant, leathery, bat-like wings, long kangaroo-like legs with hooves, and a forked tail. It screeched, unfurled its wings, and flew up the chimney, disappearing into the dark wilderness of the Pine Barrens, where it has supposedly terrorized the residents ever since. For almost 200 years, it was a local ghost story, a tale to scare children. Then, something changed. For 1 week, in January 1909, the Jersey Devil wasn't just a story anymore. It became a full-blown phenomenon. It started in Philadelphia, where thousands of people reported seeing a bizarre, winged creature flying over the city. Panic spread, schools closed, mills shut down, and people stayed in their homes, terrified. The sightings continued all week, moving across the Delaware Valley and into dozens of towns in New Jersey. Eyewitnesses described the same thing, a flying animal with a horse-like head and glowing red eyes. They found strange, cloven hoof prints in the snow, on rooftops, and in backyards, prints that didn't belong to any known animal. Some even claimed the creature attacked a trolley car and tried to get at a farmer's chickens. Newspapers were filled with headlines about the flying monster. This wasn't one or two people seeing something strange in the woods. This was thousands of credible witnesses, from police officers to postmasters, all claiming to have seen the same unbelievable creature. The 1909 flap gave the legend a powerful sense of reality that it never had before. So what exactly are people seeing? Let's break down the description, because it's truly a biological anomaly. A head like a horse or a goat, giving it a somewhat familiar, yet unsettling look. Giant bat wings, suggesting it can fly, but with a heavy, leathery, flapping sound. The body and legs are often compared to a kangaroo, implying it could move quickly on the ground with powerful leaps. And those cloven hooves, leaving behind tracks that defy easy explanation. Scientists, of course, have tried to rationalize the sightings. Could it be a sandhill crane, with its large wingspan and strange call? Or maybe a great horned owl, whose shadowy figure and glowing eyes could be terrifying in the dead of night? Others suggest it's a case of mass hysteria, fueled by local folklore. But none of these explanations fully account for the thousands of sightings over the years, especially the concentrated wave in 1909. How could so many people, in so many different places, all misidentify a common bird in the exact same bizarre way? The question remains, is the Jersey Devil still out there? The 1909 sightings weren't the end. They've continued into the modern era. People driving on the remote, winding roads of the Pine Barrens at night report seeing a tall, dark figure dart across the road in their headlights. Hikers hear a blood-curdling scream that echoes through the trees, a sound that doesn't belong to any known animal in North America. There are stories of strange tracks appearing near campsites and unsettling feelings of being watched from the shadows of the forest. Maybe the original creature from 1735 is long gone. But what if it wasn't alone? What if the legend of Mother Leeds wasn't about a single cursed child, but the start of a lineage? A species of creature perfectly adapted to the isolation of the Pine Barrens, living just beyond the edge of our understanding. So next time you find yourself near a dark, quiet forest, listen closely. You might just hear the flap of leathery wings, and a sound that has haunted New Jersey for nearly 300 years. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this dive into the dark corners of folklore, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. See you next time.